Very good evening, students. Welcome to Jatadhara Educational Technology Program. It's a coaching classes for Nmms exam 2024-25. Very nice to see you all again. Yes, in today's topic, we are going to see mental ability. In mental ability, a very interesting one, paper punching. All right. So let's move. Before that, what is it in today's mental ability? Is let us do questions on paper folding punching. So in this, you will be given with steps of paper folding and then cutting at specific places. We have to identify the figure which shows how paper looks like after foldings are done. All right, now let's move on to the first question. Select the figure which shows the paper when foldings are opened. So after you follow the questions, what would be your result? Fine. So the paper is folded. You can just see the first one, how the paper is folded. And again, it is being refolded. And then there is a punching that is done. So after it is done, what would be your result? All right. So option A, option B, option C, and option D. So when the folding is opened, the paper looks like dash. Very interesting, isn't it? Yes. Let's see the answer. Yes, it is option C. So when the punching is done, right? So after folding all four sides, so definitely the holes would be on all four sides corner, isn't it? Yes. All right. With this, so on careful observation, we can find that option C is right. All right. Let's move on to the next question. The paper is folded and punched in this way. In the first figure, it is like in a triangle way, it is being folded. And again, it is being folded in the right hand side. And then a punching is done after folding. So what would be your resultant output? All right. So four options are given. Option A, option B, option C, and option D. All right. So quickly think over this and then you can choose the correct option. Sometimes doing this manually would give us a better result, isn't it? All right, but not more than 1 minute should be taken for such questions. Yes, let's see. The answer is option D. Yes, if you would have already opted for option D, then it's great. Your answer is right. All right, let's move on to the next question. Here we go. All right, so we have a square that is being folded first in the right corner. And then again, it is being folded in the left corner, as you can see in the second figure. And in the third one, again, it is being folded half. And what would be the resultant outcome after the third folding? So when the folding is opened, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Is it option C or option D? It's very interesting, no students. Mental ability carries around 50% of your marks. So it's very important to know all these answers for such questions. All right, let's see what is the answer. Yes, it is option C. If you had opted for option C, then your answer is perfectly right. All right, with this, let's move on to the next question. Right, so see the next question. In the first figure, we have a rectangle that is being folded vertically, isn't it? Yes, that is the first folding. And see the second one in rectangle. All right, so the left-hand corner is being folded and again it is refolded. So the paper is folded and then it is punched. Yes. Now, when the folding is opened, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Is it option C? Or is it option D? So not more than 1 minute should be taken for such questions. So you have to very carefully look into the question and follow the instructions. Then definitely your answer would be right. All right. Let's see the answer. It is option C. All right. Yes. Good. Fine. See the next question. So the paper is folded in the first figure as into half, right? And after that, there is a punch that is being done in the top side, right? And then you can see in the third figure how it is being folded. Fine. So now after the folding is opened, how does the paper looks like? Is it option A? Is it option B? Is it option C? Or is it option D? Sometimes if we feel little confusing, then we can take it ourselves and then quickly do it and then find out the result. All right? Yes, provided we have time for that. All right. So not more than 1 minute should be taken for such questions. The correct option is option D. All right. So when the folding is opened, the paper looks like option D. Yes. If you had opted for option D, then your answer is right. Perfect. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. The same kind, but in the second folding, there's a difference. So in the first folding, we are folding it into like a triangle. In the second one, we are again folding it. And in the third one, we are just giving a punch. So when the folding is opened, then the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Or is it option C? Or is it option D? All right, students. So I'm sure this is very interesting and you all must be able to do it very well. Isn't it? Yes. Let's disclose the answer here. It is option C. So more of such decoration kinds, these questions would definitely be helpful for us. All right, let's move on to the next question. Yes, we have a circle whereby in the right hand side corner, the punching has been done and then it is being folded and again it is refolded. And now after the folding is opened, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Is it option C? Or is it option D? Fine. So a very careful observation would tell us what would be the resultant figure. Is it option A, B, C, or D? Let's see the answer. Yes, it is option B. All right. So you can see the circle and you can see where the punching is also being done. After folding it once, and when the punching is done, then when the folding is open, then it would reflect 2 times, isn't it? Yes. All right. On careful observation, we can find that option B is right. Perfect. See the next question. This is very simple, in fact. All right. So here the paper is folded, right? And it is punched. So in the third figure, it is being punched. That is after it is being made into a triangle. Now, when the folding is opened, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Is it option C or option D? All right. So very carefully it is being done. So only when you're very specific in our work, where the punching is done, then definitely the answer would come out correct. Yes, let's see. When the folding is open, the paper looks like option C. All right. Yes, if you had opted for option C, then definitely your answer is right. Perfect. On careful observation, we can find that option C is right. See the next question. This is the most commonly done, isn't it? So we usually do it in our craft period, in our schools, in the paper foldings classes, isn't it? Yes. So with that experience, I'm sure you all will be able to do this well. All right. See the first one, the triangle, where the top portion is being folded. Then again, it is being left hand side is folded. Then again, we are making it to a triangle. So when the folding is opened, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Is it option C? Or is it option D? All right, let's see the answer. Yes, it is option B. Yes. All right, let's see. On careful observation, we can find that option B is perfect. See the next question. Here, we have the paper is being folded in a circle into half, then again into 1/4, right? And a small flower-like or a petal-like is drawn and it is punched. And now when the folding is open, you can see how the paper looks like. Is it option A, B, C, or D? Yes, I'm sure it's very thrilling, isn't it? Because two figures would look like same in this. All right, let's see. Yes, it is option C. So on careful observation, we can find that option C is right. All right, see the next question. In the first figure, in a square, it is being folded into a triangle. Then again, it is being folded, right? And again, there is a small punching that is being done in both the corners. And now when the folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Option C? Or option D? Yes. So it is option D. On careful observation, we can find that option D is the right one. All right. Yes. Let's move on to the next question. In the first figure, the paper is folded, right? So the square is being folded. And see the second one, it has been again folded. And then in the third figure, it is folded and it is being punched and cut in such a way like how it is being shown in the figure. And when the folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Is it option C? Or is it option D? All right. So on careful observation, we can find that option B is the correct one. Yes. Right. Let's move on to the next question. In the first square, the circle is being folded exactly half. Then again, the right bottom corner is being folded. And then there is a punching which is done after the folding is done. Right now, when the folding is opened, the paper looks like dash. So you can exactly match it out whether it is option A or option B or option C or option D. All right, students. So I'm sure by now you would have, you'll be very much ready with the answer. Here goes, the correct option is option D. On careful observation, we can find that option D is right. If you had opted for option D, then your answer is right. It's perfect. All right, let's move on to the next question. Here, we have a square that is being folded into exact half. Then again, it is being folded into the, you can see how it is being folded in the left and bottom corner. And a small design is being done and cut and punched, like how it is shown in third figure. Now, when the folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, option B, option C, or is it option D? All right, so it takes a few seconds or rather a minute to get you the answer. When the folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, B, C, or D? All right, it is option C. On careful observation, we can find that option C is right. If you had opted for option C, then your answer is perfect. Yes, let's move on to the next question. Here we have a design. How is this done? The paper is folded into half with this design. In the second figure in the left-hand corner. And again, the folding is done. And on opening the foldings, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? So it's very easy to, find it out. It should be option C, right? Because the same amount, how this triangle looks, it would appear in almost everywhere. All right, so that is why option C is the correct answer. Option A could also be right, but the outer part is not, matching the figure, right? So it is almost like the plane, but whereas we have a design. So that is why option C is the right answer. On careful observation, we can find that option C is right. All right, let's move on to the next question. Here we have a square, all right, and it is folded in the first figure how it is being done. Then again it is refolded, and in the third one, a punching is being done. All right. So when the folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Option A, B, C, or D. So this shouldn't take much time. So let's see the answer. It is option B. On careful observation, we can find that option B is the right one. If you had opted for option B, then your answer is perfect. All right, let's move on to the next question here. The first figure shows that in a vertical way, the paper is folded. And in the second one, the right and down corner, it is being folded. And again, a punching is being done in the way it shows in the third one. So when the folding is being opened, then the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, B, C, or D? Yes. So it should be D because the way it is being punched, it is not either circle nor it is a oval, isn't it? So it should be either a parallelogram, right? So that is why option D is the correct answer. So on careful observation, we can find that option D is right. All right, with this, let's move on to the next question. We have an oval where it is being folded into half. And in the right and bottom corner, again, it has been refolded. And in the third figure, it has been slightly folded in this way, right? And when the folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A? Is it option B? Is it option C or option D? So by carefully monitoring, definitely by visualizing the concepts also, we are able to arrive at the answer. Let's see, the answer is option B. All right. Yes, I'm sure you would have opted for option B because this is slightly an easy one. All right, let's see. On careful observation, we can find that option B is right. Yes, now let's move on to the next question. Select the figure after the question figure. What is the correct answer figure? Here we have a design like, right? So the paper is folded. The circle is being folded into semicircle. And again, it is being refolded. That is 1/4. And a small punching is being done and a small cutting is also done, like how it is shown in option 3. When the paper is opened, when the folding is open, then the paper looks like dash. So it's actually simple. By carefully monitoring, you all will be able to give the correct answer. Is it option A? Is it option B, option C, or option D? Let's see. Yes, it is option D. Because when it is being folded into 4 and a punching is done in 1, so obviously in 4 places the circle will come, isn't it? So that is one clue. And the second one, the way it is being cut, it is not a circle. The first one looks like a circle. So that is why first option is not right. The fourth only should be opted for because it is like a triangle, the way it is being cut. All right. So if you had opted for option D, then definitely your answer is right. Yes. Let's move on to the next question. In the first figure, a square is being cut the rightmost corner. And again in the leftmost corner, it is being cut again. And it is being folded. Right? You can see how it is being folded and punched in the third square. In the third figure. So when the folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? All right, students. So sometimes our visualization also will help us. Let's see, it is option B. So on careful observation, we can find that option B is the correct answer. All right, let's move on to the next question. So here in the first one, the paper is folded. All right, and a star like is drawn. And then again, a circle is drawn on the left, and see how it is being punched. And after drawing the small circles. So when this folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? Let's unlock the answer. Yes, it is option D. So on careful observation, we can find that option D is right. All right, now see the next question. The paper is folded into exact half in the square. Then again, the topmost is folded. So it becomes 4 small squares, right? And in the right hand corner, small punching is done like how a chess coin is, right? And when the folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, B, C, or D? All right. So it should be option B. Yes, because there would be a mirror image when the folding is opened, isn't it? That's why. So if there's a lot of chance that option C could be opted, but option C is not right. Option B should be the right answer. All right, see the next question. Here we have a triangle that is being folded into, in a vertical way it is folded. And then again it is being refolded, and in the third figure, a small punching in terms of triangle is done. And when this folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? Right, so I'm sure the visualization would also help us in this, right? So whether it is option A, B, C, or D. Let's unlock the answer. It is option B. All right, so here also the mirror image appears, isn't it? Right, so if you had opted for option B, then your answer is right. Perfect. See the next question. Here we have a circle whereby the paper is folded and punched. So in the first figure, it is being folded and there's a circle, right? And in the third one, a small triangle is being drawn and punched. So when this folding is open, the paper looks like dash. Is it option A, option B, option C, or option D? Let's unlock the answer. It is option D. There's only one circle that has been drawn, and this triangle, it appears in other 3. So this is one clue that you can have it with you. All right, if you had opted for option D, then your answer is perfect. All right, see the next question. Here, the paper is folded and punched. See, like a triangle, it is being punched in the second figure. And see, in the third one, a circle is also punched. So when after the folding is open, the paper looks like option B. So it's a pretty new design that we are getting it, isn't it? All right. So if you had opted for option B, then your answer is right. All right. So I'm sure you all would have enjoyed this mental ability questions. So let's meet another day with a lot of very interesting facts and very interesting questions. So I'm sure you would have enjoyed this session. Thanks for your attention. Let's meet soon. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Jatadhara Educational Technology. Bye.